The Rizzler.
So the S&P 500 we've discovered is the easiest investment you can make at BDGE, but it's also going to pay the biggest reward. And what's the S&P stand for? I'm out of push.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good.
Been interesting. The downfall of JMO should really be studied.
You're now 5 days removed from me breaking the camera. Well, I don't have downfalls, but mentally, I've never fallen down.
It was like you were batting 100 for like a month. You're like, I feel great.
You're gonna slip up eventually. You're gonna say things like Karl Malone's my favorite basketball player, you know?
We had the dudes from Pick a Side here.
BDGE versus Pick a Side podcast.
What big media is going to tell you is that I lost Jeopardy. What I'll tell you is that I threw the game realistically to make them feel better. Otherwise, I don't know if they would have walked out of this office without a win. BDG was just wiping them all up and down the floor.
Some girls about it, I'm looking for a girl that will do whatever the fuck I say every day.
Who pulls a starter after 4 2/3 with no damage?
So you don't bet. No way. Tony can't even look at him. He just walked by.
Which one's the lemon one's the worst?
Yeah, that one I wasn't even going to fuck around with.
Questions need to be asked if Nate's most recent order was the worst in company history.
I loaded up on snacks. I've gotten complimented already twice on the beef jerky sticks. I think once
That was me.
Yeah, and then JMO and then someone else in here.
But you're saying the energy drinks are ass and you bought the worst protein bars ever.
What was the question that you were asking me?
I might fire you.
You promise?
225. You don't think I can get it for 13?
Nah.
No, dude, he probably can.
He probably can't.
No, like.
These are bad.
Didn't you get knee surgery?
These are horrible.
Yeah.
Knee surgery has nothing to do with.
I was
Like I would probably I would
just
get.
going off the combine.
I'll get 10 off with my legs on the bench. Like I don't even need them on the floor.
He
Yo,
definitely.
throw me a chomper.
He definitely reps 225.
Dog.
This tastes like bird food.
Wait, you got the bird flu?
It's just. Honestly, after eating this, I wish, or I might. Yeah, it just tastes like dust. Yeah, these ones are good. It's another fucking riveting purchase by me, honestly. When's Jack get back?
Literally, don't give a fuck. I think
Literally could not
27
care less.
Yeah, 5 days. Whatever the program was for training, we haven't. What's it called?
Max.
No, on the bar.
Bench.
Yeah, bench. We haven't done. Sorry, we haven't done bench in like 3 weeks. Sorry, I really don't know.
What do you rep then? What could you comfortably do 10?
I'm saying I haven't done it in a month. Like I truly don't know. For 10,
If I were going to do maxes, what would you think of it?
I think I might be able to hit 225.
210.
You said
I could
210?
totally be lying.
Maybe.
Alright, I'm saying he's going to be doing a 20 later.
This guy doesn't even get a million views
That
on
was
his
the
TikTok.
fucking top 3 most disrespectful I've seen in this office.
So I went to Hoboken for a date, so you know.
Is that the problem?
6'5". She was on the
Why?
six. She was
Finance?
on the 6'4" wide receiver trivia.
Her height, his strength, they're gonna be monsters.
Yeah, your kid could kill me.
I should breed just for like the purest of athletes. Too bad they're not gonna hit for like speed.
Since I've done a feshy. Yeah, we're back from Miami, as you could tell, because I'm tan as shit. Correct or incorrect? I'm still probably the palest person in the office somehow. Maybe Gut's actually super pale too, so Gut's just depressed. The reason he's depressed because he doesn't go outside, or she's still not.
Goes outside, gets allergies, gets sick.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a sick
Like,
cycle.
feels better, goes outside, gets sick, feels like shit, feels better, goes outside.
Damn. Sorry, Gut. Love you. Gut graduated, so shout out to him. I'm sure he was hard enough on himself. I'll let that die.
Today is May 24th, Friday. We are now 5 days removed from me breaking the camera. I was in the back room
at the time that this big event happened. Massive event, almost so huge event. And he comes in, just like looks me dead in the eyes and just is like, I need you for a second. Normally when he says that, it's like trivia or whatever. And I was like, Kennedy, like, wait a second. And he's like, no, but you can't say anything about it. You didn't see it. And no one will ever hear about this. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck did you do? And pretty much he goes, I may or may not have broke a camera. And I was like, all right, the fuck does that mean? And how did that happen?
That kind of goes into the theme of BDGE lately, these past few weeks. It's been on trivia comments, YouTube comments, TikTok comments. JMO's got to lock in. JMO needs suspended. JMO can't host anymore. JMO ain't it. JMO ain't him. JMO's got to stop. JMO's got to be better. While that partially might be true, Monday I came in reading those comments like I'm locked in. I'm going to go hard this week. Monday's a top 3 day of mine. Big deep work day, one of my favorite days.
It's been interesting. The downfall of JMO should really be studied. We need to learn from this event, pass it on to the youth, make sure that they don't make the same mistakes that JMO has made for the last about week or so.
All right. Theme this week. JMO's fake downfall. I don't have downfalls, but...
Bro, you had a downfall.
Mentally, I've never fallen down. You guys may be seeing me crumble, whittle away, break down, shed tears, but right here, never. 8 out of 10 and up.
I don't know
Merch,
if it works like that, though.
that's how it does work. As long as I'm happy, that's what matters.
Sure. It's like if you're a wide receiver and you kept running the wrong route, we'd be like, mentally you're not in it. But you're like, no, I feel good. And it's like, no. We don't care how you feel. You're running the wrong route.
It would be like a basketball player having the ugliest jump shot in the world, but always hitting it.
But that's the thing, you weren't hitting.
No, but I'm
You
about
weren't.
to.
Like you were shooting. See, I can't do a basketball analogy. It was like you were batting 100 for like a month. And you're like, I feel great. And you're like, we're swing double.
I feel like I'm reading the ball.
Yeah, I feel like I'm really seeing it right now. That baseball is looking like a beach ball right now to me.
It was right before we went to Florida, made some trivia games, forgot some big answers, forgot that A.J. Brown has caught a pass with the Philadelphia Eagles, forgot that Michael Gallup has scored a touchdown with the Cowboys. Some huge errors to say the least. Went to Florida, he came back, absolutely dismantled a camera. I'm not sure exactly what he was doing. I think he was trying to fix the rug, set up the cameras a little differently, but
I thought, okay, we have guests coming in this weekend. With the way the studio is set up, we're short a mic for the amount of guests we're gonna have, so we need to add a mic here, and we need to run some cords, and we need to move things around, basically. And me moving things around resulted in this camera falling and breaking. So picking up from where we were in the Jeopardy, I was like, oh, we need a 4th mic. So I put in a new mic in the carpet, and I was trying to straighten the carpet, which caused that camera to fall on the ground and shatter. I don't know much about cameras, but that little thing sticking out there,
that tag don't feel right.
nah, whatever that is, don't look right. These rings fell out. The lens cap was on, but it fell backwards.
It's like falling out of a 4-story building, but being like, at least I got a helmet on, right?
Yeah. So now we're trying to either fix it or I'm just gonna go buy a new one before homeboy gets back.
Which is like today.
Which is like
comes back in like an hour.
Like right now we're in deep work. Like JL's just on a call. Like he has no idea what's going on right now. He's just grinding on rankings.
You're just in deep shit work.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
So it's broke. Like I'm not like sitting here asking to fix. I just need to know what to go get.
No, I know. I'm trying to see if I can snap the rubber band on, it'll help. Because this is just the film take. It'll be fine.
That tag's literally nothing. Like we might need to remove it to make it better.
No, you need that. Like that is necessary for this thing to fucking work.
No, that tag's just like an extra kidney. Like probably should be in there, but if you remove it, it's okay.
Slotted in.
It's okay.
Carpet's still not even straight, but I ain't touching it again.
Last time we touched it,
You can't really see.
cost you $4,000.
Yeah. What's this gonna run, Gut? Is that about right?
3,700.
Probably.
Any promo codes we know?
This is like a brand
Yeah, I'm well aware. Everyone in the trivia comments like J-Mo needs to lock in. Like J-Mo needs to be better.
Well, I told him, there's a guy that came up to me at the bar, and normally when they come up to me, they're like, yo, you gotta be better at trip, like you gotta just be better or whatever the fuck. He comes up to me, the first thing he says is, J-Mo has to dial in.
Yeah.
These past few videos, he's so undialed.
The reason it sucks so much is like not even the camera breaking. It's just like I already felt like I was in trouble with like not even like Nick, just like the fans out there and like myself. Like I feel like I was in trouble with myself. I feel like I need to be better. Then I just fuck up more. Like you bring home a bad grade from school, and your parents aren't happy with you, and then like 2 days later you're also like, by the way, also just punched a kid at school. Like, you're just like already on thin ice. Now you're doing dumb shit. So it's kind of been a pain in the ass dealing with that, but it's on my own doing. Time to make the games better, time to host better.
Camera ended up being fine, but the lens absolutely demolished. Like, no chance of coming back. Hepatitis C, Atlanta, never again gonna see that lens. Yeah, that was ass. So he just went and bought a new one. Really wasn't that deep, and now we're fine. Recording on the camera that was broken. Ain't that full circle now, huh?
I think it ran him about $1,000. Not great. So his downfall is starting to get a little pricey for him, for sure. Yeah, the comments are getting to him. One of my favorite comments is the dark room one. I think I threw it out there that JMO no longer looks up trivia answers. He doesn't go for the stats to back up his trivia. He just sits in a dark room, thinks about what possibly could be the answer, and then just kind of rips from there. So I don't know. Those comments kind of get me. For some reason, JMO like gets upset with those. He's just like, enough with the dark room. I don't do that. Based on trivia, it kind of feels like you do.
Here's the thing with content, like you, whatever that quote is from fucking Batman, you live long enough, you know what it is?
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Right, you guys didn't hear Joe, but he gave me the quote. You guys all know the quote from Batman. You live long enough to eventually become the villain, and JMO's going down his villain arc right now. It's a prerequisite for every person who is in content consistently. You are loved and then you are hated, especially with the amount of volume that we put out in content. We have just so much going out on a weekly and daily basis that like you're gonna slip up eventually. You're gonna say things like Karl Malone's my favorite basketball player, you know? It's a tough scene. It's a tough scene. It's just gonna happen, you know? That's what makes like building the brand so fun, is that you almost become like the inner office becomes like WWF in a sense, where there's different like storylines, and then that becomes part of like the entire comment section. And then some people will come in and be like, well, you know, why is everybody shitting on JMO? What did JMO do wrong? And then someone else will come in chirping like, this is what he did. It just builds these like fun, dumb fucking storylines that become part of the brand, right? And that's like really what I think makes a place like this so special. And you see it rarely, but I think the companies that do it well are the ones that really like have an impact culturally. And it's been fun. Like, despite, you know, JMO saying questionable things, he's still a good person. Promise you, I just think he's a little naive at some points. And that's what happens when you come up via the TikTok era. You have a TikTok brain. Brain is mashed potatoes, like JMO. Great kid. 8 out of 6 day, every single day, but
You say 8 out of 6.
Oh, I meant 8.6 day. Here's the thing. Every day is an 8.6 day for JMO, but every person, regardless of who it is out there or what they've done, is also an 8.6 person to JMO. I think maybe we've just found out what the problem was. So I just said I wasn't going to talk about JMO's downfall, and then I just went off for about 5 minutes. Love you, JMO, but yeah, tough scene. Anyways, great to be back in the office. That the Miami vacay has me charged up, plugged in, ready to go for the next fucking 9 months. This week, we've had a bunch of guests come in for trivia, which has been fun because that's been one of our focuses.
We had Alex Day from Overtime come in, do some New York Giants trivia. We had the dudes from Pick a Side here. They did some NBA and NFL trivia with us.
So it's BDGE versus the Pick a Side podcast. Sure. We got some biased fans out there. They're going to root for us no matter what, but probably it's a good bet. We're probably going to win. I'll set some lines in the ads later on.
I'm damn near cook. I'm damn near 100. I'm damn near 100. Joel!
The correct answer. All around, the guests in trivia have been pretty fun. This is like the biggest week we've had in guests. We brought on the Pick a Side podcast. We had them do a shit ton of games. Wavelength, Connect 4, 2 different Jeopardies, and all NBA Jeopardies. So that would be soon on the channel. Soon, probably like 2-3 weeks, just because we did so much. This will be like our first ever piece of trivia content that is solely on a different sport than the NFL. Sometimes we do like goofy trivias, like where I'll do like NFL Jeopardy that's mixed with superheroes, questions about JMO, movies. Like, no, this is one where it's like to the level of our NFL content, purely on a different sport in the NBA. So I'm pretty excited to edit that. I hosted it earlier today, and it was actually like a very tight and intense game, Gut versus the Pick a Side guys. So I hope to run it back with them. They were super cool to bring on. Alex Day also brought really good energy we had him do some New York Giants, New York Jets trivia. And that's kind of his specialty, so I'd love to have him back, but kind of beat the crap out of the Giants trivia. I don't know how much more Giants trivia we're going to have to do, so we might just have to throw him in the ringer for a normal trivia.
I got in a little bit basketball triv. I got in on a little bit of football triv. Connect 4, Jeopardy. Jeopardy with the NBA stuff is tough for me because I'm really good at like 2024 stuff with like specific random niche ass stats, with like looking at Jalen Duren's fucking stat line and somehow just remembering what the fuck it was. Stuff like that I'm really good at because I was so into betting this year that like those numbers just like stick in my brain. Like a lot of these questions were about the draft. Draft sort of stuff I'm just horrific with. It happens. But a lot of the stat stuff I think I was able to get. I also just wasn't quick enough on some of the buzzers. Like I would sit there, think about it for a millisecond, then by the time I clicked it, they already had an answer. They were pretty good. So yeah, worked out pretty well.
Both Alex and Pick a Side were super fun. It's always great collabing with other people who make sports content because, you know, I obviously love the dudes in here, but, you know, it's nice to shake things up. I actually think that our ball knowledge is probably better than like most other content creators. So whenever somebody else comes in here into our dojo and has to fight our fight, I feel like we fare pretty well. So not to toot my own horn here, but it's a good showcase of the ball knowledge, because you always get the comments like, how'd you not get this answer? How did you not know this or that? And it's like, can't know everything. We can know a lot of things, and I think we do, but not everything. All the guys that have come through here have been super cool, super chill. Gives a new, revamped feeling to trivia. It's good.
You know, there's only so many different aspects of trivia that we can kind of like branch off to as it relates to football and NFL. So we have a friend of ours who's JL's best friend helping us out with some new prompts that we think will kind of like freshen things up and be new energy going into like June and some of the new stuff that we have coming out over the next month or so. But we've also put a really dedicated focus on bringing in other creators into the office so that we could do more collabs and hopefully like spark some more juice back into a new audience or whatnot. So we had Alex Day from Overtime Sports. He's in New York, and that's been one of the difficult things is getting people in the office. Is not everybody's in New York when we're trying to like, you know, push this campaign a little bit. Obviously people visit frequently, so like if they're doing drive-by or just like stopping in, always welcome. The ones that are here, we're trying to make more staples of the show and have them come in more often. So we had Alex Day, really nice dude, great energy, fit right in with the crew. So we have a few of those pieces of content coming out. You guys might have already seen it. We had the Pick a Side guys who grew up in Jersey, actually not far from where me and Joe are from, and they came into the office today to film like 4 or 5 pieces of content. That was really fun meeting them. It's always fun like just surrounding yourselves with more creators and people that are like striving to do the same thing that you're doing, right? It kind of picks up the energy from everybody else. So obviously we're trying to push growth for the trivia channel and the trivia TikTok and just like that side of business. But in my eyes, it's also just really fun having those types of interactions and building out a network like that, because you end up getting introduced to people that are other creators, but also different like business opportunities. And you become friends with a lot of these people because they're also doing a lot of the same shit that you're doing. So you have that innate connection already. Like you guys already had that common denominator of something that you love or something that you're striving for, different personality traits that really brought you together in what we're doing at this point. So just love surrounding myself with those types of people.
Penix Holly, did you like Penix?
Yeah, I like him as a player. I didn't want to spend our 8th pick on him though. Yeah, that was kind of wild. I thought he was a good quarterback though. I didn't see like a huge gap between him and probably the other guys outside of Caleb, I think. But there's nothing I can do. It's like Bijan. It's like we take him, I'm like, I didn't want it, but now he's on the team, I'll root for him.
I feel like what's going to kind of be the Falcons' Achilles heel is just the pass rush.
It's been our biggest need for 10 years in a row.
Yeah.
We just never fucking address it.
Are you big on Baker coming into last season?
I like Baker, yeah.
But in general, like, did you think he would be as good as he was this past season?
Hell no.
No.
You did.
No.
I got so much shit from you and Jack because I was like, Bucks are winning that division.
You were like, all I care about is the Bucks. Look at all the fantasy videos. I was all in on Baker.
I got so much shit because I was like, Baker might be the best quarterback in that division last
You were just like, the Bucks are guaranteed to win.
I didn't say guaranteed. I said they should be most likely.
Right, but he asked me if I was in on Baker coming into the year.
You weren't because you.
That's not true.
You
were
were
all
like
in the
Derek
fantasy
Carr's
video.
a better quarterback.
I found
You
you.
were like Bryce Young is a better quarterback. Put all the other NFC South quarterbacks above Baker last year.
I was drafting Baker in fantasy.
Because you had to.
What does that mean?
Because sometimes if you're put in a bad spot, you waited too long on a quarterback, hey, fuck it, Baker Mayfield, step back 3, and you splash it because he was OD. But my point being is Canales was amazing, and now he's gone. Are you still high on Baker going into this season?
I'm fine with him. I think he's a fine QB coming in.
Yeah. I just think, like Bryce, I don't think he's as bad, or he's going to be nowhere near as bad as last season.
Even if he takes like a big step up, the Panthers team is
Agreed.
so fucking
No, I agree. I'm not fully on board with it. I just think that they should be.
I don't see when they
way better than they were last
year.
year.
Their defense is good. They got Jadeveon Clowney.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Admit, you were definitely on the Bucks as a team.
But I was never fading Baker.
You guys were pretty much fading Baker.
No.
You guys were shitting on me because you were like Baker, like their quarterback's Baker, like they can't do shit.
No.
Yes.
No.
You liked Desmond Ritter last year more than Baker Mayfield.
I didn't like them.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did.
Prove any piece of
Bro,
evidence.
I've spent time trying to find videos of that.
I know you have, and they don't exist because it's not a real fucking thing.
It was a real thing.
Brother, there's no way that anything outside of ironic conversation that I like Desmond Ritter. Not a chance.
Well, it's too bad Jack wasn't here because Jack would confirm it.
No.
Yeah, he would.
Okay. Text him. We're in 17 group chats with him.
I'll call him. Where's he at? His honeymoon? Put the wife aside. Congratulations. Now answer this question.
They came in. We had a fucking battle. I was up by like 5,000 in Jeopardy, and then at the end I was like, you know what? Let's make it fun. I'll risk it all for no reason. So what big media is going to tell you is that I lost Jeopardy. What I'll tell you is that I threw the game realistically to make them feel better. Otherwise, I don't know if they would have walked out of this office without a win. BDG was just wiping them all up and down the floor. But we appreciate them coming in because they had good energy. They were yelling a lot, which is something that we need a lot more of in here because everyone just gets sick, gets sad, gets depressed, doesn't yell. We need more yelling in this office.
A couple other things we're changing about trivia actually is important for the YouTube audience. Moving forward, we are going to cut back on the normal list you guys normally see, just our daily games. You're still going to get that every day on the website to play. You're still going to get plenty of that content. You'll get that every day on TikTok. But on YouTube, we're going to start having more themed trivia, more like intentional trivia that's like around a concept, around a game, like NFL Jeopardy, NFL Family Feud, NFL Millionaire, where there'll be a ton of exclusives out each week about a certain topic, just so that our content can start to reach new people. Like, we love you guys, but like, we want to build more of you guys out there, and we think the best way to do that is instead making games now and just titling them like, here's JMO's favorite quarterbacks. It's like a little more themed. That's great for you guys to want to click on, but for like a new person scrolling through YouTube that's never heard of Jameson before, never heard of BDG before, why would they click on a video about a kid ranking quarterbacks and they don't even know the kid? So we're gonna have more themed things that are like AFC East Jeopardy, where people know what they're getting into, what they're clicking on. That's gonna change up the schedule. Trivia's got a lot of big moves coming, and that was part of me like not being locked in. I feel like I wasn't even like not locked in. I was just like, it was a bad couple games, but either way, it still wasn't up to the standard of performing well. But that also, reason being, that is kind of what caused me to like really want to change the trivia and make it better for you guys. So big changes coming to the YouTube channel. Other things going on this week.
Yeah, we did the photo shoot for merch, which was interesting to say the least.
The Rizzler. Yo, where'd you get that shirt from, Brody?
BDGE.shop.
.shop. How much it cost you?
So it might have cost 4 McDonald's meals. 4 McDonald's meals for the price of endless hoes? Endless S&P?
Ooh, tell them about S&P. They don't know.
So the S&P 500, we've discovered, is the easiest investment you can make at BDG, but it's also going to pay the biggest reward. And what's S&P stand for? Sunlight and pussy.
Didn't know if we were going to be able to get up to the rooftop because there's like construction going on the fire escape. So then we had this whole plan to try to get down to like the 6th floor rooftop. So we like threw a football down there to try. It doesn't matter. We ended up getting up to the rooftop and then getting kicked off the rooftop. But it was after we had gotten shots of all 4 t-shirts.
It went pretty well. It was kind of fun. Nice being out in the sun with the boys. And then all of a sudden we got kicked out by, her name was Gary or something. Whoever was below us, I don't know if their name was Gary or not, or Nick was just making that up, but it was super awkward. They like came out of the door and was like, you have to pay to be up here. And I was like, we just had a whole photo shoot. I think we're okay. I think we'll just head on down with our photos and continue on.
Merch. BDGE merchandise. I think this vlog comes out like May 30th on a Thursday. The plan is to launch merch that Saturday, June 1st. I'm not going to make any pinky promises that's what happens, but on the calendar, that's what we have circled. So if you're seeing this right now, go reserve, go pre-order, go get up your computer screen loading to buy some BDGE merch. My favorite piece of merch is the ball knower, just because like, can't wear this unless you know ball. Like there is a verification process to wear this. Like you're automatically verified, validated if you are wearing this. That's my favorite. The other ones are pretty sexy as well. The tan with like the triple stack logo, the blue with the white circle and the pink logo. And then we have an Enough Yappin' shirt, which is like perfect to get girlfriends out there, or for girlfriends to get their boyfriends that don't stop yapping about football.
And also LA Apparel, who we partner with for our merch. Super comfortable, very breathable. It doesn't get stuck to your stomach. You're not pulling at it like that. I think you should leave skit. You know, even in summer when the days are getting super hot here in New York City, keeps you cool, keeps you regular, you know? Keeps away the pit stains pretty well. Definitely got to avoid those. If I had to rank the merch, I would say these are number 1. Number 2 is the blue one with the circular logo. Those ones are really cool. Baby blue. You got to have something baby blue in your closet to rock. And, you know, sometimes that color can kind of be hit or miss. These ones are a hit. Got to have it. 3, I would say Enough Yappin'. I like how the mic is worked into the logo. And then 4 is probably Ball Knower. That's how I would work them. They're all great. Those are my merch rankings. Next step is to get some shorts because I don't have a good pair of shorts. It's hard to rock shorts when your legs are ultra hairy. And so I was going to show you them, but I don't want to do that. You don't want me to do that. So I'm not going to. So BDG shorts, that's next on the checklist for me at least.
Our stuff that came out is really sick. I really like what JMO and what Joe and what everyone did that helped Nick, that helped kind of get it to where it is, get everything in place to make it all happen. The merch is really, really cool. And we're going to have a ton coming down the line. Giveaways, we're going to give away a ton of shit. It'll be a lot of fun, a cool idea. We just did a photo shoot where we got kicked off the roof. Dub, I was in like 2 pictures anyway, so it doesn't really matter for me because I was in a fucking tank top for half the time because it's hot as fucking shit. New York has been really hot the past few days. I sound stuffy because of my allergies. Because in New York, we flipped in like a millisecond. We were at like 50 degrees, 40 degrees this entire time. Then we're just like 80. Why not? And my allergies are like, fuck you, buddy. Have fun. Waking up every day with a stuffy nose. It's like, all right, fair enough. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. Rolling, everything. Let's keep fucking diamond, dishing, fucking. How you doing?
The launch of the merch is a big, big deal. You will be able to buy merch on bdge.shop for those of you wondering. And it's like the first merch launch we've had since I've been here last July. Probably like the biggest project I've been a part of here just because like we've had several trips to the merch store. We now need to like get in contact with Shopify, with UPS, how to package things. Like I don't know like the nitty gritty stuff. Like we got to buy stamps and like shit for this merch. Like just a very tedious process of making sure everything goes well, making sure you guys are getting the merch you ordered and it's not someone else's shirt, someone different size, yada, yada, yada. So
we're good to go with the merch right now. So that's good. We just probably need to get some more product shots of the shirts themselves, but I'd imagine that they're probably going to be launching within the next week or 2. And again, they will be up on bdge.shop. So if you go over there, they might be live by the time you watch this. I'm not sure. But if not, just bookmark that hoe and they'll be live within a week or 2.
I also just recorded a 40 fucking minute. Like, dude, I am about to blow a casket. So I should have left by now. I'd planned on leaving by 3. So I'm going to South Carolina. When you see this, I'll fucking be back here. That's unfortunate. But I'll be in South Carolina for a little bit of this week, going down to like see family and everything because a lot of them's down there, hence why I'm a Panthers fan. Anyway, I recorded a video that was supposed to go live. That was supposed to go live on Monday, earlier this week from when you're seeing it. But now it's going to be a me and JMO video instead because, dude, I recorded the entire video with the audio of the computer also recording with the audio of the mic. So it just sounds like bad. Like it's just not good. It's very unfortunate because it was a 40-minute video of me being like, dude, I was like Dyson. Like I was literally flawless. Probably my best YouTube video I've ever recorded from a not fucking up standpoint. And I was so proud of it. Hit that end button. I'm like, something's going to be wrong. I knew it in my gut. I was like, I clicked the end record. I'm like, I fucked up something. I don't know what it is yet. Went to the audio immediately. It's not chalked, but it's just like not good. And it's such a big video for the channel because it's literally me showing you guys every single thing that I use for my numbers to get stats from NBA to MLB to NFL, like everything that I get numbers from. I was literally going to give you guys the keys to place your own bets, to be really good at betting yourselves, and to kind of like see where I get a lot of numbers. I think that would be really beneficial to everybody. It was going to be something that I've pinned on the site. So I really, really wanted it to be perfect, and I'm a perfectionist, so I'm not going to fucking post the dog shit one. So instead, on Monday, you'll see a video of me and JMO doing more season-long stuff, which might be good, might be bad, whatever. We like kind of breaking that stuff down too. Casey's in that video, which will be kind of fun. So by the time you see this on Thursday, Friday, the next day, I'll have a second video, which will be that video of me breaking down every single thing I use for stats. So you'll see that on Friday, aka tomorrow, which will be electric. I'm super excited for that video to come out. So the bets channel in general is rolling. I finally figured out a kind of a good TikTok algorithm. That's what I was struggling most with like trying to come up with good TikToks that aren't like the same as my own content, because I don't want to just make double. I think that's kind of boring. So I started to incorporate the guys, doing more games, rolling with that. But now I'm more focused on like the YouTube side of things. We're going to try to get 2 YouTube videos out for now. We're going to eventually, the goal long term is to get to 3 videos a week on the bets channel. And then by the time the NFL season rolls around, we are rolling.
The betting channel, which I think is going pretty well. To be honest, Gut has kind of just taken over the YouTube side of things and started posting, I want to say, a couple videos. I think he has a couple in the chamber that are about to release soon. I found out very quickly that I don't think I want to make YouTube videos for the betting channel. I'm not even sure I really want to make content for the betting channel, to be honest. Gambling's like one of those things I enjoy doing. I have fun sharing that passion with other people, but it's not something I necessarily want to make content on. I'm cool with just doing this as something that's fun and not have to take on like the worry and the stress of making content, you know? I would kind of compare it to like going to the gym, you know? You can like going to the gym, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want to make like workout routine videos. Like I kind of just want to go to the gym and move on with my day. And I also think that editing fantasy videos is like a primary job that I have, and I enjoy fantasy, but like a lot of times I think in here like work and outside life gets a lot of crossover, and there's a lot of blend in between those two things. And I kind of like having the separate, this is work and this is what I do as like a hobby in my free time and just something I do just because I enjoy it. I don't know. It's almost like if I start creating content on gambling, it's like, then what are my hobbies? You know, what do I do for fun? It's like, I guess I just work. In a way, it's like I didn't want to lose the enjoyment of gambling because I have to make content on it, which I kind of feel bad about. I don't know if it was ever really going to work. Like I think early on, I just was not enjoying gambling pretty quickly as soon as I had to start making content on it. I just be throwing out tweets because I think it kind of helps a little bit. I'm not sure it actually does much, but I'd be gambling on this stuff anyways. So if you want me to like tweet out what my picks are, easily do that. But in terms of like going through the whole process of planning videos, filming them, editing them, I just not my speed, to be honest. That's kind of why I've taken a step back from really creating much content on it. I'm not dedicated to it, but when I'm motivated for it, like I'm down to create content. And
Twitter, we are also rolling right now as I'm speaking about this, and this will change by the time fucking Joe edits this. We're at 1.7K followers. Thank you. I know. In 4 weeks, we have 1.7K. Very first day I bet on Twitter and like posted, I swept 5 legs. Done. Easy money. All on UD, post the whole slip, everything. I was like rolling, but I still couldn't get traction and all that sort of stuff. But now on the bets channel, you look at like the contrary. It's like on my own channel, 4 weeks, I was at like maybe 800. On this channel, we're already at like 1.7K. That is fucking immense. That is huge. That is massive. I'm so proud of that accomplishment. We also have over 500K engagement as of right now, which is also insane in 4 weeks. For a channel that literally started with 0 followers. To grow that, to be a part of that, to post stuff every single day, for you guys to really enjoy that sort of content. And that's what's going to be a lot of my videos. So if you have stuff, ideas for videos, or you have a lot of questions, that's going to be a lot of it. Is me just taking what people ask on Twitter and like those sort of questions and turning them into videos, like the video you're going to see tomorrow. So yeah, excited about that.
A lot of things going forward. I wasn't locked in. I broke the camera, got locked in. Funny enough, me and Nick never even really like talked about the camera. Like I texted him on Monday, like, yo, broke the camera. He never even like responded to that. We haven't really had a conversation about it in person, probably just because it's like replaced, it's fixed, it's working. I'm talking to you on it now, but feels like something we should have like, feels like he should have told me like, hey, fucking be better or something. I don't know. That's it. Fixed camera, fixed trivia, and new merch coming, BDGE.shop.
What's S&P stand for? Sunlight and pussy.